Hi everybody. In this short video, I'll be giving you an update on the Alteryx platform for the 2018 Quarter 1 release, focusing specifically on our enhanced data cataloging capability and its alignment with the rest of the platform. With this latest release of Alteryx Connect, we've expanded our vision to include more data sources, more expressive discovery options, and a strong integration for analysts with Alteryx Designer, as we'll see in the upcoming demonstration. Let's take a high-level tour of both our established capabilities and also what's new. Firstly, we'll start with data sources. Alteryx Connect provides the ability to catalog data assets from files spread out across corporate directories or local drives and files hosted on Amazon's S3. Our loader technology is smart, meaning that structure within Alteryx YXDB, Excel or CSV files can be parsed and interpreted for sheets and column headers, exposing data that would otherwise be hard to find. In this latest release, we take this further, offering analysts the ability to understand the vast and varied array of files residing in the Hadoop disk file system, or HDFS. In any of these environments, a user can explore the catalog directly or filter based on keyword, owner, or crowdsourced tags in order to quickly find the relevant asset. For enterprise databases, we continue to grow our coverage from Oracle, SQL Server and Teradata through to modern data platforms such as Redshift and Exasol, big data sources such as Hadoop's Hive. We now introduce DB2 and SAP HANA, increasing our ability to connect to and link together an organization's critical data sources, even including data-driven applications such as Salesforce. We also bring together the connected lineage from Alteryx, Tableau, and Power BI servers, allowing users to understand the content, purpose, and flow of information between raw data sources and these visual apps, dashboards, and reports, bringing meaning and findability to the content created by analysts across an organization. For administrators, we've made available a powerful capability to load business and technical metadata from potentially anywhere through the use of the Alteryx Connect Software Developer Kit, or SDK, and our developer community is ready to help users take their first steps with this extended functionality. For now, let's follow an analyst through a simple use case from the Connect homepage to see what else is new with this latest release. I'll start by using Connect's search functionality to find assets related to a particular term of interest, such as marketing campaigns. I'll search up at the top of the screen and get immediately presented with a list of relevant responses, including assets such as data sources, reports, and a business glossary definition. Even from this drop-down, you'll start to notice that we get a rich set of data in response to our query. Asset types, titles, a simple graphical measure of an asset's popularity in terms of search frequency and how often it's being updated or accessed, a certification status, perhaps applied from an organization's chief data officer, stating whether an asset is trusted or whether it should be avoided, and also an informal social reputation from the wider user base. Let's drill into the business glossary definition and see detailed descriptions, alternate names, the responsible owner, users who have contributed to the definition over time, as well as crowdsourced tags and recent activity. Our Nexus view gives us a visual understanding of how concepts, data, information assets are connected together with a fully interactive metadata graph for users to explore. Because it's interactive, I can hover over any object in the Nexus and get presented with a detailed preview of the asset that I'm interested in. For example, hovering over the customer campaign response Alteryx workflow gives me tags, descriptions, certification status, popularity, and many more aspects of the asset without having to leave the page. Let's drill down into this workflow, where we can see a more detailed description of the asset with the ability to add specific commentary and ask questions from both the responsible owner and the wider community. If a user wants to use the asset directly, Connect can request access to the resource on behalf of the user and facilitates the conversation between user and asset owner. Once granted, Simply clicking the Open button takes the user to that resource, residing on either a BI server such as Tableau or Power BI, or directly to the Alteryx gallery for onward analysis. The Nexus view also focuses down to become a data lineage map for the asset, showing how data flows from sources into the Alteryx workflow and then onward into reports, databases, or even files, complete traceability from source to target. Our ability for users to interact with data assets has substantially increased with the latest version of Alteryx Connect. If we use the Nexus to explore one of the data sources being used by this workflow, such as the transactions database table, we get taken to detailed metadata for the table, all the columns, descriptions, data types from this resource. But we now get the ability to directly use this data source within a workflow. Clicking the Use in Workflow button immediately creates a sample workflow containing the connection to this resource. Let's open this in Alteryx Designer, and we see an immediate pop-up asking for our credentials to connect to this data source. Once we've entered these, we're good to go. We can run the workflow and immediately see data returned from the tool in the workflow. Now, since version 11 of Alteryx Designer, analysts have been able to use Designer's global search functionality to find tools, help, and community content related to their line of interest without having to leave their workflows. With the latest release of Connect, we've strengthened the integration across the platform, allowing analysts to now search their social data catalog alongside these sources, finding trusted data connections and bringing these directly into a workflow through a simple drag and drop. For example, if I search for sales, Connect finds all relevant data sources from that database, with the certification icon directing me, the analyst, to the highest quality, most trusted assets. I pick the table of my choice and get straight to work. So, with the latest release of Alteryx Connect, we're not only continuing to build out the depth, flexibility, and trusted governance for an organization's most important analytic assets, we're tying everything together in an integrated platform for the modern analyst.